Hey y'all, it's the Calm Corner Show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Hey Soul Family, back again. I'm Erica, your favorite Astro Homegirl. And guys, this one is going to be on Big Tigger and his wife, or yeah, they're still married. So we're going to say his wife, Alicia Brown, okay? Whew, it's lots to get into. So first, let me say welcome back for all of you guys that have been riding with your girl, and welcome to all of you guys who are new here. Okay, and for y'all, I always got to get into a little bit of astro, so I want to wrap it up and keep it quick. So let's get right on into it. But let me say something real quick first. When I say it is so much going on, and I'm clearly, as y'all can, I don't know, y'all can't see it. Maybe you'll see from the angle that I do the cards when I do the reading, but I'm on the balcony. I'm still in Nashville, guys. So I was like, I want to make sure that I get in here and, do some readings, right? But I'll be back before the goal. I think it said we'd be back. I'll be back soon. So I'm coming. Just know. But we making it happen now. But anyhow, anyway. I was looking at some of the headlines and the updates of just everything that's going on from Nolan Wells and resting, sending energy and sympathy to his family. May he transition well, which I know. Who else? I really want to get into King Prince Harry. I did read in a while back, and I'm noticing the energy around him and his court case, and him losing and being such a huge speculation, in the headlines. And I saw today where he actually met up with his father, and the children saw the babies as well. And I'm so happy to hear that as well. And also, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, but if I went there reading, I said home is gonna be a theme for him. When it come back time around, this man gonna have to go home. And look, he home, and it's cancer season. Okay, so all of these things are happening right now in real time. Cancer is about family and home. This is the theme, and I think that was the card that I pulled, which was the Four of Wands. Just had to say that. So we definitely, I think I'm gonna even add them, after we get through Kiki and Sean. So no, let's not drag more. I just had to state that I thought that was really cool. So this is a lot of layers to this. I didn't even really want to fool with it when I even first heard it. But baby, this thing just done took a whole lot of twist and turn, right? It went from it's highs and lows to this. So I just got a few questions, and I was like, I want to get in here and let us get some energy, period, around this thing, right? So I pulled up Tigger, I had to do a little investigative research and, take my little notes, right? So let me just say this before, like I said, before we get into the cards. His wife, I found out she is a Capricorn sun, which is interesting. Birthday is 115. Okay. Also, she's younger than him, and Big Tigger is a Capricorn sun as well. And his birthday is 12/22. Same day as my babies, the Combs twins. Love you, princesses. They're my girls, baby. They're my girls. Okay. Yes. That's crazy. They got the same birthday. Okay, so Capricorn sun he is, which I thought was really interesting because I also found out that he's a Leo moon. Okay, I'm not gonna go all into the charts. I'm out of town, and even so, we're just gonna keep it simple. I just want to read what I took notes of him. Okay, so with him being that Capricorn sun, guys, and that Leo moon, this is all about why he is considered like hard working, right? Respected in the public image. Also, it puts him in the spotlight at the same time, right? So remember, I just spoke on Cancer season, even speaking on Prince Harry, right? So with Cancer season, this activates themes around home and family energy, private life, your emotional security, your protection, your shell, right? So with Cancer season happening, in real time, and also we're in Mercury retrograde. So this is when things come back, problems, issues that have to do with home, which is what he's dealing with. Those, what you call it, they say those roosters, or whichever way the saying go, they've come home to roost, right? In real time. That's why I like to do the astrology before we get down to the cards, because it's very telling, right? Also, Jupiter moving through Leo right now is a big deal. Remember, he's a Leo moon. So with me learning astrology, I'm gonna say that I suspect, and based on astrologically, a lot of what's happening being in the spotlight right now is because he is a Leo moon. And being that, Leo baby, we going big or going home, Leo baby. You know how we do it, because I'm a Leo sun, right? So with that being said, it's like a spotlight on the what him right now, right? In Cancer season, issues of home. Also, he let me see what else I have. Yeah, he did. And so because I'm not pulling up the chart, he had very much strong Capricorn energy placements too. And his north node is also in Capricorn too. I took that note. And this is the energy for him right now. It's like what's happening behind closed doors, because that Cancer energy is in his 12th house. So go figure. Remember, 12 houses was hidden. It's what's in secret, it's what's done in the bedroom and not in the spotlight. And so with it being in Cancer season, it's a spotlight with that Leo moon on what's hidden for him. And I oh my God, y'all. This has been a mess, from the videos and the memes and the Mr. Tigger. I can't tell you, I'm gonna post that for y'all too. It was one of them where they made him be Tony the Tiger Child, 50 Cent post. I can't take it. I can't. So I love y'all. Come on now. Y'all know I'm gonna put that up in there for y'all. I'm gonna keep it quick though, okay? So again, like I said, that's that energy. And remember, it's suspected that what may have been in that phone could have been possibly, in all things alleged here, and in my opinion, no speculation, but it was like it's men in this phone. And I wondering, even in the replay, if that's what she said when she was on the ground acting. I know y'all saw that, so we'll see that video as well. Also, with that public attention with Leo, it's about his reputation. That's what I also wanted to highlight too right now, right? And so it's kind of messed up with Jupiter. It expands things. So with Jupiter expanding things, it doesn't necessarily mean that it always has to be good. It could be good or bad, right? Also, his Mercury and his Venus, which is very interesting, is in Sagittarius, right? And that's also why he uses his communication the way that he does, and the way that he's been able to form a legacy, right? His truths, his perspective, he gets paid for his voice. So that very much, very much, very much aligns. And what I want to say is that when I took notes with the Venus being in Sagittarius, as well as the his communication, his Mars was in Scorpio, and that is where it gets interesting to me, because that represents a lot of things, but it also represents challenging periods, which is what he, is experiencing right now in his life, right? And with that happening with Mars, he's gonna do everything he can to protect things that are happening beneath the surface, right? So at least we won't get to see all the appearances. That's gonna be his job. Like that's his energy. That's how he gonna move, right? And also, just know, looking ahead, um, it's interesting because his career is taking a hit, right? Remember Capricorn does rule Saturn. Um, hmm. And it's like whatever like I said, we didn't pull no returns and placements and nothing like that. And of course, this ain't his Saturn return, but it's just an energy around him having the challenges right now, right? And him trying to navigate through the public attention, and also him learning wisdom. And so basically, in we can wrap it up because I want to go ahead and get into the cards. But I just wanted to say that this is a time right now that's challenging for him, and with those heavy Saturn placements as well as his North Node being there, this is a time when he is really clearly being put to the test, right, guys? And it's interesting that all of this is happening in this time, and it aligns with his chart, right? And like what's going on in his life in real time. Now, I also find it interesting that the wife is a Capricorn sun, and I really wish that I had her chart so we can maybe get some clues around. Because if you look at that picture of her, even on this right here, it gives you the energy in the background and even forward. If you just look, of mental health. And this is all alleged in my opinion, but that Saturn placement, depending on where it is in her chart, can really point to some issues, especially with so many people coming forward and speaking on, you know, that's wild, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and play a few clips for you guys. I'm gonna keep it short, but I just want to keep y'all up to date because you know that's what I'm gonna do, especially for you guys. Again, I do that, you know, it's for entertainment, of course, because you know I don't take seriously what I'm posting, of course, like with the clips, but it's just wanting you guys to hear the energy of people's point of view in real time based on even what we thinking at home. Because this is the thing when we do the readings, that's why I love that y'all are all here. I remember, to know me is to know I only read the cards. I'll tell you my personal opinion, but we not gonna always agree to disagree or whichever way that works. That's why we family, right? You got family members who on this side and some on that side. So hey, you feel the way you feel, and I feel the way I feel, right? But what we will do is get down to business in truth and fact when we pull the cards, right? And I'm always transparent when I say I'm giving my POV or either my truth of my point of view. But I also respect yours too. Hey, who's to say, even if I don't agree, right? So, anyhow, and anyway, the mystery is unfolding. So, I definitely want y'all to sound off in the comments. And again, I'm gonna run just a quick, y'all know what's going on, but let me say something. I want to say that another person even came forward, even as much as just as I'm probably recording it. So it's really interesting. So I'm gonna try to find something that ties it up quickly, and let's get on down into the reading and see what's going on, right? I was gonna say too as well what I took my notes, so I didn't want to, forget. And I was speaking on Sagittarius and his placements, right? And I want to highlight that his fifth house of partnerships, guys, is in Sagittarius. Okay. And to me, that can kind of give a lot of clues into, you know, it's where you have fun, it's where you enjoy your pleasure and your sex. So in that energy, it could be something totally different than what we think. Everything is all a legend, in my opinion. And I also thought something that was highly interesting is that his seventh house is in Aquarius. So that could be alternative, whatever that looks like. All alleged, possible in my opinion, but very telling, and very it's all on the table. And that's why I like to do this before we get into what we get into. Let's get into it. All right, so family, I promise you, I did not expect for the reading to be that long. So I'm gonna cut it off because I just think it went up. It's a lot of layers to them, but I didn't want to. I'm gonna split it into two is what I'll do. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'll make sure that I put part one, and surely that'll be the part that goes right into his energy. But remember, we still had to get into hers, and it's just a lot of layers to this shit. Like, this thing is crazy, it's unraveling, and it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say in the comments. So I'm gonna cut it off at a point where I feel like it's reasonable, but I will post the other half so you, if y'all want to catch the end with the messy cards and stuff like that. Okay. So I was just giving y'all a heads up to let y'all know, because I know y'all ain't want to see this reading go that long, but they got a lot of shit going on. It's messy. So let's get into it, all right? Oh, and I found the clip that 50 posted, so I was glad that I was able to save it for y'all. I tried to. I had fell asleep when I had saw it that night, but I got it, so I know y'all got to get a kick out of it. And I made sure that I opened it up so you could see what he wrote, and then I let it play twice. It's a really quick one. And I only pulled one clip because it's so much, and I didn't feel like compiling all that. So I used this one girl, because when I say, baby, shout out to her. I think her name was Keylaw, because she explained it all from beginning to end. And honestly, I can't wait for y'all to see the reading. I'm going to break it up because it is too long, and you can just make the decision, which I would go and look at the messy cards. I don't know. I'm going to just see how it go. But I think I'm going to stick to two just so y'all won't have to be drugged out so long. But I'm going to say again, y'all, it's some shit. And that's why I pulled hers up too. Because it was interesting. I saw her clip after I did the reading. So I'm going to just use her. And of course, I hope y'all get a kick out of 50. So let's get into it.
Was being extorted by his wife, Alicia Brown. Because the way this shit is popping, I believe that Big Tigger was being extorted by his wife, Alicia Brown. Because the way this shit is popping off, it's unexplainable. Like, sir, what kind of research did you do? As far as I'm concerned, there is no other explanation other than extortion or blackmail. And again, well, let me just say this. This is not factual. This is just me using a little bit of what we call it, critical thinking here. Because you have several people that have come forward saying that they had personally reached out to Big Tigger, letting him know about this woman, and he blocked them. He completely blocked them, ignored the warnings that they were sending him about this woman, Alicia Brown. This phone, we done seen 2 incidents surrounding a phone. What is in this phone? This is bigger than cheating. I know some women can go ham crazy about some cheating. I know some women can lose their rockers, just do the unimaginable because some man is cheating on them, opposed to just leaving the situation, will put themselves in the most awkward and insane predicaments to prove that a man is cheating. As far as I'm concerned, if you feel like he's cheating, then the motherfucker cheating. Go about your way. Go about your way. Ain't no need in trying to prove it. You don't need to prove what you feel in your heart. You don't need to prove it. If your intuition is telling you it's going down, it's more than likely going down. But anyway, let's proceed. The phone. This ain't about no woman in the phone. This is about, there's something in that phone that she is trying to get rid of. She can get rid of it on her end by way of trying to delete messages, although forensically the shit can still be retrieved. But on his phone, what's on his phone that she needs to retrieve and get back or take off of his phone? And I believe it's extortion. Let's just speak about it in totality. I live here in Atlanta. And not that I know everybody's business, but I feel like I'm connected enough that I had no idea that Big Tigger was in a serious relationship, committed relationship. Had no idea that he was even married. Even when he made the announcement on the radio that he was welcoming his first child, there still was a question, well, damn, who's the lady? Who's the woman? Who's the woman that he has decided to have a child with? I didn't start seeing stuff pop up about the woman that he was having the child with until after the child was born. I think there were some maternity pictures that he then posted on social media. And I want to say the initial maternity shoot pictures, it didn't even have her face in it. It was just like pictures of you know how a man is standing behind a woman and like, you know, his hands are over her belly. It was very, they were strategically positioned pictures where you couldn't see the woman's face, but you could see, you know, clearly it's a woman with child. He's acknowledging that's his child. But there was never no marriage talk. The first I'm hearing of marriage with Big Tigger and this woman is when all this shit popped off. When all the shit popped off and she jumped online talk with the gash on her eye, with the black eye and the gash. That's where the talk of, she referenced him as her husband. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know they were married. So no one knew that you were in a serious relationship publicly. You're a public figure. You're out at events. No one knew of any of this. I'm sure his inner circle knew, but I'm just saying, like, publicly, why were you not happy or elated to share not only when you're expecting your new child, who this woman is that you're expecting your first child with? She's your wife. Why, even if you don't introduce her in a way that makes her also in the forefront, just at public events? He hosts the Hawks games. I mean, if she was at the games, we didn't know who she is or who she was to be like, oh, that's his baby mama. But now let's speed this up. Now that, well, if y'all don't know, a new allegation has just come out. We know she's accusing him of cheating. We know she accused the co-host of being the woman or one of the women that he has had infidelity with. So now that co-host of the Big Tigger Morning Show is now suing her ass. We know that she has a missing daughter that has been missing since 2019, that the father of said child, Aaliyah Brown, not her other Aaliyah, because mind y'all, she got two children, two little girls, two daughters named Aaliyah. We got the older Aaliyah, which is her very first child. That is the missing child. And I think child number 3, because she got 4 kids. She got the boy that was screaming in the video, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger, Mr. Tigger. I think they said his name is Alex. That's the oldest. Well, that's the second to the oldest child because Aaliyah is the oldest. Then she got the boy, Alex. Then she got the number 3, Aaliyah number 2. And then she got number 4. It is this child that she got with Big Tigger. The first Aaliyah's father has been looking for her since 2019. So now she just got arrested for an outstanding warrant for the disappearance, the kidnapping of Aaliyah Brown number 1. Now I just seen some mess online, and I seen this online yesterday, but I wanted to act on it, but the story wasn't adding up with the man that's in prison, Ramon, the man that's in prison up in the Virginia, the DMV area for rape. I seen some woman posting stuff in the comment sections. So I went and found her on Instagram. So I went and found her here on TikTok, and she had a video that showed some legal documents, but the name of the victim was naming someone named Amanda Brooks. So I'm like, well, how the hell is this connected to Alicia Brown if the victim's name is Amanda Brooks? But in the video that she posted, it didn't show the bottom of the document. So someone pointed out to me on Instagram, on the bottom of the documents, it says that Amanda Brooks is a pseudonym. So basically it's an alias that they were using to protect the identity of the actual true victim. And from what the lady is saying, the actual true victim is Alicia Brown. So she accused this man of rape. He was convicted of raping her and kidnapping her because she said that he held her at her will in the hotel room, that he tried to rob her, and that he sexually assaulted her. He essayed her. He was convicted, and I believe from what I've seen, he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. He got sentenced to 20 years. He's currently still in prison. His family is now stepping forward saying they want his case relooked at because the man, Ramon, has always pled his innocence, that he did not rape that woman, that she was trying to rob him. And according to the new headlines, the reason why he didn't want to have sex with her, she was trying to have sex with him, but he said her puss stank. So he didn't want no parts in it. And when he declined having sex with her, that's when she threw herself to the floor, beat herself up, called the police, and said that he was trying to sexually assault her and that he penetrated her with his finger. That's what she said in the documents that I read. That lady was extorting him. There's no way. That this is just my opinion, y'all. This is my opinion. But when everything comes out, I truly believe it's going to come out that she was extorting him. That she was blackmailing him. She was extorting him, because even in the video the last video that we seen when they was tussling over that phone, it doesn't make sense to me that you're calling your husband by his stage name. Why are you calling him Tigger? Why is your son calling him Mr. Tigger? Because there is no true connection there. You're only there for extorting him, blackmailing him. There's no love there. There was a pact. There's some type of agreement that if you got to do this for me and I won't put your business out there. Whatever Tigger got it, skeletons in his closet, that bitch got him, and she got it enough that she was able to bear his child and for him to marry her crazy ass. The bitch is extorting that man. She blackmailing him, and I feel like the shit is coming out sooner than later as to really why he was in a relationship with that lady. If y'all believe that I'm on to the right track, drop in the comments and let me know.
She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over. She can give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give you.
I'm not on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone. Mr. Tigger, get off of her now.
I'm not doing that.
Yes,
She
you did.
dropped. She dropped.
Bro, you're literally stepping on her.
I'm not stepping on her, Alex. I just want my phone. She can give me the phone and it'll be over. She can give me the phone and it would be over.
Bro, just get over her. She's gonna give
I'm
you.
not on her at all. Give me my phone.
Get off of me,
Give me my phone.
D, if I was anybody else, you wouldn't be doing this.
If you say so. Give me my phone.
Bro, just get over her. You can buy a new phone. Mr. Tigger, get off of her now.
Hey, soul family. Okay, guys. So I'm wrapping it up here, but I wanted to make sure that I got these readings out. It's getting late here, and let's get on into it. This is Tigger's cards, and oh my gosh, guys, it is so many layers to this. I already blessed the cards. I don't know if you can hear this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of clear the energy. So if you want to turn the volume down for 1 second, because I just forgot to do this, but I did bless the card. So yeah, just needed that vibration. So I'm gonna start with oh, he got so much going on. Let's start with the Astro for him. Let's get on into it. Oh, it's a lot of layers, especially with her, right? And so many people coming out. That is just, this is crazy. This is a real Lifetime movie, and I must say so myself, from my own personal, that I got my own situation of a Lifetime movie in my life. And I am going to be reaching out to y'all soon, because I want y'all, if y'all even know a motherfucker that know this raggedy bitch, I want y'all to make sure that y'all let me know. I've already had people to reach out to. I'm just clearing, and I did clear the energy, but I don't know. It's something about his energy. So let's get some current. You know, he's a Capricorn sun, so precise messages. Let's get the current energy for Big Tigger, Big Tigger, Big Tigger, and his real name is Darian Morgan. He's a Capricorn sun, still a Capricorn sun. Let's get it. And clear and precise messages for him. Let's get the current energy and the astro for him. And what's the card? Tigger. Let me see. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me get in the camera. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Remember, it's still out of town, so I want to make sure that y'all able to see it too, right? Ain't that interesting? And my nose started itching, so oh my God, we're finna get some messages. But that is third house perception, how people perceive him. Ain't that something? Spirit, sorry about that. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. Yeah, it's his communication, and that's what he does, guys. And he gets paid for his voice. We talked about that in the astro energy. And it's funny because the first thing on here in third house says speech. And I don't know if you guys can see that. So I want to hold that up there. But this is him. And baby, third house is the messenger. And we are getting so many messages in regards to his life, his situation, everything right now, right? Oh, look, he comes out at himself, guys. We can't make the messages up. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's deep. But we even get the ball rolling. Tower moment. Uranus. And he has had a shake up. Stepping away from what? The station, right, guys? Wow. Interesting. And it's interesting that through all this chironic wound that's in Taurus right now is really getting to some energy around people in everybody's lives. It's seeping in slowly. But it's to bring healing when it's all said and done. Ain't that interesting? And look, what we're talking about. He was what? Fifth house is your pleasure, how you have fun. It's also partnership house, right? And this is what he was accused of. And it's questions with messages, messenger, Gemini energy, right? Communication around him, speculating with the co-worker, which he clearly came out and he addressed her immediately and apologized. But this can also point to perception of what was in the phone, right? And if he got other things going on other than this woman, right? Wow. Let's get any other. I love the astro energy. Ain't that something? That's his career. And he just had to sit that on the back burner, right? Extra messages here. Any extra messages for Tigger. Here. Okay. One popped out and we're going to take it. And look, this is his job. This is affecting his money, his income, and his what? Assets. Second house, right? Wow. Transformation and loss. Secrets. Things that are hidden. Transformation. Huge transformation in his life right now. A huge shakeup with Uranus on the table. Those unexpected endings. And, this is transformation. Endings and beginnings. But huge pivotal life lesson for him and his, this partner that he's partnered with, his wife, right? So let's get some Tigger, wow, right? So let's get some energy around. And ain't that something that he showed up, guys? Y'all see that? Whoa. Let's get the message. Let's start the messages to get the current energy in the cards, and then let's build from there and get into the energy around him and his wife. But we gotta see what's going on with him first, because this is crazy. Wow. Tigger, Tigger, Tigger. The Capricorn. Current energy with him right now, Spirit. Wow. Tigger. Tigger. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Sorry about that, yeah. Wow. Hmm. Wow, look at that. It's that Aquarius energy, but it's also about community. And this is the community of people coming forward, right? With the energy around his wife and what she's done, and him having some unexpected support. You know, tower moments bring those shakeups. And remember when Uranus coming in out the gate with that, remember tower moment represent a lot of things. It doesn't necessarily, when you think about the tower, you just think about, you know, whatever the calamity is or the breakdown or the loss or the, you know, shakeup. But he has had so many shakeups, right? And it's like one moment he's locked up, he's in jail for being accused or based on what we thought we saw or what we think we could see, you know, DV. Because, you know, we got to be, what you call it? YouTube is sensitive. So I'll spell it out or we'll get around it. But y'all know what I'm leading to, right? And we all know that that's neither good. That ain't going to work neither here nor there, what you putting your hands on a woman. But this is interesting that the community is coming forward stating something completely different. And based on the video, you can clearly see that that wasn't the case, right? And it's interesting. Y'all ready for these cards and we ain't pulled the tarot? And that's why I wanted to pull this. That's crazy. Oh, I might have to go get me another shot, y'all. Look, mask. Ain't that interesting? And we haven't even flipped the traditional tarot, right? Hiding a person's emotions, their true self, or their intentions. Hold on to that. Because it's been a question the whole time, right? And this is in reference to him and her. Child, the cards do not lie, do they? Ain't this funny that this was the issue, friendship between him and a co-worker, supposedly and allegedly? But I don't feel like this is broader than that when we see those two doves. So let's hold on to these messages, right? Let me say something. That's a deep energy to see void. And it's like a void. When you see void, that's something that energy, of emptiness, of feeling lost, something that needs to feel like it's fulfilled. So we can see right here, right now, that he is not being his true self. This is his cards, right? I want to ask for a few more. I call these blues clues. And don't y'all like this deck? Ain't this cute? Spirit, please give me any and all. Clear and precise messages. Clear and precise messages. Clear and precise messages. Take a give me any and all. Clear and precise. Big ticker. Ooh. Huh. Look at that. So let's go on and pull the traditional tarot, right? But baby, somebody been playing a whole game. It's a whole circus and a whole clown show. Do y'all not see that? And it's a lot of energy around acts, acting, what's hidden, what you can't see, right? And this is energy around the wife in that video. Look at the meaning of the card, you guys. A sarcastic personality. You see that? She was so sarcastic on that video to the fact that it was complete clown behavior, right? These cards are powerful. it's interesting because we're gonna hold on to this, but we know that this harmony is here, and that's clear. But the message in this card of this harmony represents the mismatch of different perspectives or ideas or even actions, conflicts between people, ideas, or elements. Y'all see that? Disharmony on a lot of levels. It's a void because he's not being his true self on a lot of levels. And when you're not able to be your true self and you avoid this energy of not, it's unfulfillment, right? This is the type of energy you invite into your life and into your space and into your energy. Clown. Oh, I can tell you. I know it all too well. And ain't this interesting? Because all this boils down to what? Love. It's a void for Big Tigger with love. Look at that, y'all. He wearing a mask. Now let's flip the traditional tarot. Ain't this something? Before we even get the ball rolling, right? Wow. Let's get into it. I'm going to flip the traditional cards and then I'm going to break to these. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where my energy feel led, right? Let's go for it. Y'all got time. That's what we here for. What the heck? Let's do it. Let's start with this. I'm gone. I hope y'all doing good. It should be, I know once this get up, it'll probably be right at midnight or after midnight. And then just know Kiki and Sean will be coming after. And then I got a little quick surprise for y'all because they've been in my spirit. I know I said Jada and Lil Baby, but this ain't that. And then we got more to come. It's the weekend. I'm going to be traveling back through tomorrow. So I'm going to do my best to get you guys at least 3. So y'all are having it. Then by Sunday, we can get into July. And remember, it's a new moon coming in Cancer as well. Okay, guys? So let's do it. Big ticket. Let's get his current energy in the tarot and then go from there. I don't want it to go super long, but I mean, hey, we here to do what we're doing, so let's get into it, right? Let's do it. Spirit, okay? Wow. Should we do that? Did y'all see that? How that happened? Nah, Spirit say no. I'm gonna follow my Ori. So let's go with that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Can you precise? Tigger. My son, Capricorn. Okay, he's coming out. Okay. Right. Thank you. Oh, wow. Sometimes when you feel like I'm not moving fast enough for y'all, but really it's just the energy of spirit. So the message is gonna come out how they need to come out, right? So let's go on and keep pulling. I'm not gonna worry about time no more. I'm just gonna do what we do. Because the messages just gotta come through how they come through. And it comes through different for everybody. Right? Sideways. It's interesting. Wanted to pop out, but it didn't. Y'all saw that? Okay, here we go. we got this is top, bottom. I'm gonna sit that there, right? Now let's do any and all extra messages. It's man spirit. You got messages. See how that came out in the stack? So that's what all I wanted to clarify, because when it happens like that, your messages are your messages, right? So let's do this. We got top, we got bottom. Wow. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's unpack. We got a lot to unpack. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there. Damn, Tig. Whoa. All right, y'all. You know I be getting so many messages when it be happening like this, right? And it just gone, the tarot just come on in and just back it on up. Just backs it on up, right? So let's talk about it. Mm, mm, mm. It even show her in jail. That's why all these cards came out, because we asking about the current accurate energy. You know, like the current energy of what we at and how it brought us to where we are in his situation, right? So it's interesting because this is factual, this is him, and this is the current fast, strength in reverse. This is how he feeling right now. This is what's going on. Stepping away from the station, all of this being in the public eye. Remember, Leo is in Jupiter, and remember, Leo is celebrities. So honestly, guys, they finna be in the spotlight for quite some time, and we finna be seeing all kind of stuff and all kind of shit going on, right? And it's gonna keep unraveling day by day. It's a mess. That's deep. So this is unfortunately what has happened to him. You know, again, his livelihood, his life, this is his marriage. This is a woman that he has a child from too, as well. And I can tell y'all that he is so sad about it. Look at that King of Cups. But I'm gonna tell you something about that King of Cups in reverse, soul family. Let me tell you, baby, that's a nasty motherfucker in reverse. Listen, emotional, highly emotional, yes, but the energy of that is super petty, okay? And the energy of that can give a possibility of, look what the next card is, them legalities, their wife being locked up, right? Here it is. This the marriage, this the whole situation. Justice. And it's funny because in a, if you do a reverse, this is dishonesty, right? But it came out in an upright, because this is people. Remember, people coming forward. Look at community on the table. I wish we had a bigger table, but I'm on the balcony in Nashville in a hotel. This balcony is so cute, ain't it, y'all? And look, y'all probably see the people walking behind me, the Zetas, and the hats are lit up so cute with the blue and white. But back to them. So I'm saying, if you see movement, and then it's like a river in a hotel that goes through. So that's what that still water is, just so y'all know. But people are coming forward. Other victims saying, hey, I hate that you were with this person. They did this. They ruined my life this way. Call me if you need me, Tigger. So it's almost like just as quick as he took a loss with this strength in reverse, it's like justified on some level coming through, right? That's interesting because the messages are right here in the cards. Also, wow, I didn't even see that. This is, look, sideways. Why did that come out sideways? That's the Hierophant. And let me just tell you, this card speaks volumes with the other cards that are surrounded it. So let's talk about it. Ooh, this shit getting real messy, baby. Ooh. Remember, everything here is all alleged and in my opinion, okay? But I'm gonna read what the card's saying. Let me tell you something about the Hierophant. So the Hierophant definitely is the institution. This is the marriage that's on the table, okay? We understand that everything about this situation is strength in reverse. So this leads with nothing but the energy that's hitting the nail on the head, right? But this is also about the institution. This could be, you know, when you see the Hierophant institution, could be religion, it could be justice, it could be any and all that with these contracts in a situation, right? But and it's funny because on the card it's saying the astrology of the Hierophant guys is Taurus and Cancer, right? Planet Venus. Um, and look, we in Cancer season in Mercury retrograde, right? That's the resources, money at stake, but also this is alternative lifestyle too. Yeah, I ain't mean to drag it, but it's just what it is, okay? So this could be unconventional ways of living. We got mask on the table. We got justice right here. Justice also represents karma, soul family. So not living in your truth, but strength in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. And the thing about Big Tigger is that he's a Leo sun, and sun in reverse, right? Because it's shining a light on his life right now. Because see, when you keep pushing so far, and like I say, the old saying my mama say, y'all hold on to that. You go too far and you stay too long. And now you done start doing other things, alternative things, one foot in, one foot out, to fill this void on the table. Y'all saw the cards? Doing other things to fill a void. Because sun in reverse is also unhappiness. It's blocked happiness. It's funny because that's what it says right here. And that's the card on the table, void. And I'm gonna just bring it on home. The high priestess is here. It's deep hidden secrets that now nobody can't see. Because he don't want you to see it. This man ain't living in his truth with this Hierophant right here on the sideways. And I'm gonna keep saying everything is alleged and in my opinion, right? This is the obstacles. And this is what also brought down, the conflict, Three of Wands energy. The wife, remember this is about relationship and love or friendship too on the table with the co-worker, right, at the job. And this is the wife in reverse. Because she being what? She got a lot of things on her plate. We know she's a Capricorn sun, but this is the energy of a Queen of Cups in reverse, which represents her being accused too. Mother of being what? Kidnapping of the daughter. This is the energy of all those things. And being accused of, it's the three and the three of wands. him being accused of having an affair with the co-worker. Friendship on the table is what he said it is, and honestly that's what it looks like, right? But this is what she said was going on at work. Pentacles at work, right? But also this represents her underhanded behavior, this wife, because this is what she is right now, and this is what has brought her to these terms. She locked up. See that lady? That was the clump of cards that fell out, right? Ain't that crazy? This woman locked up. That's why I paused. It's a lot of energy behind her in this, right? But I'm gonna tell you something about her too. It represents unstable mentally. Wow. This the mistress card, the Five of Pentacles. And this is her energy right now that this is happening to her. And that is such a sad situation with her being locked up like that, which clearly she needs to be based on what people are coming forward. If you put somebody in jail for 25 to 30 years that don't belong to be there, karma is right here, and we ain't even pull her cards, right? A lot of setbacks. And then he's achieved a lot. He has legacy. And right now, this is the energy around what he being looked upon as, right? It's like being made a spectacle of and being villainized, due to the circumstances and the situation of this weird marriage that legally too, this Hierophant represent all these different situations with justice adjacent. Her being having to be extradited with this Three of Wands, right? Back to Baltimore for the charges that she's on kidnapping, right? But all of this too is strategic, because you can also see that in with the High Priestess's secrets. Because see where she at, she gonna have to sit for 30 days or more until they come get her. And this is also her energy in reverse in regards to this can represent one or two things. Him, how he's being looked at in the community, and her, how people, the community card coming forward, speaking on the fact that justice needs to be served for her. And this is about karma. These cards, powerful, child. This is sad though, y'all. It's a lot of games being played, tricks being played, manipulative energy. Vengeful energy. And this is the energy of impulsiveness, but it's like mentally in there. Let's do this deck now that we saw that. So let's see the energy around damn, this crazy. And look, we see a lot of the questions that y'all got. I know we had it. I'm not gonna worry about the time. It's deep. Okay, so let's pull. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna yeah, I'm gonna sit that right there, right out to the side. Let's see. We'll sit these right here. Whew. And he being real strategic right now, how he moving behind the scenes, because that was unexpected, even in the cards, for those people to come forth and stand in regards to having his back. That was also unexpected because it wasn't looking good for him. Y'all already saw the first card was you know, strength in reverse, and as well as in the astro Uranus, right? Which is the tower, the shakeup. So let's get the energy now around we can see what happened with him. So let's ask about him and his wife. You know, we're gonna do 3 card questions because we clearly got a few. Big tickle, big tickle, big tickle. Morgan. The energy around him and his wife. His wife Alicia Brown, Alicia Brown, Alicia Brown, and she also is Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Sun. Let's just see what pop out first, and then I want to ask specific question. But just let me give me general energy right now with him towards her, because we gonna ask him towards her, chicken towards his current wife right now. Spirit 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. Oh, I'll get it. I see it. This'll be the third one. Capricorn Sun. Capricorn Sun. Him and his wife right now. Um. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And this one fell sideways. He got a lot of sideways cards. Oh wow. This is the energy of what's going on, what he's being accused of. Um mm, 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 mm. Void of love. And this man not being able to do and be who he wanna be. It's an agreement with this woman that he was married to, right? Because see, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse right here. But this is an ending with the World card. And that's a major cycle, which we're watching this play out in our face as a complete ending, of course, right? But this is disappointment for him as well. Due to the losses that come around this. But this is a lifestyle. It's a lot of 3 energy here on the table, right? Because that mask was here. This is him doing other things. And this is so, it's like, mm, Spirit, please clarify that 3 of Cups for me. Clarify that 3 of Cups. I know, but I just want to see. Okay, thank you. Him not being himself, y'all. I mean, we can't get these messages enough. It's understood. This is what it is, back to back. And listen, this is what he dealing with. When you see that 9 of Wands like that, look what it say. Choose your battles wisely. And that's what he dealing with right now. Even in the situation of her falling out with the phone, right? But with this energy here, this is because things have it just out of control. And this is all leading up to him not standing in his truth. The imbalance. And that Ace of Cups in reverse is the same card as void. But I tell you what, he choosing himself, and baby, he making moves right now. It's an eclipse coming. This is meant to happen, meaning this ending. Look, justice here again, right there, right? All this had to come full circle. Karma, timing, cycles, endings, right? New beginnings in this. All because you're not being able to be in your truth. And see, when you go back to Mercury retrograde, it's still Cancer, home, self, not being true to yourself and the energy. And this is torn the family apart, right? That's deep on so many levels. A lot of transformation and change in time occurs between now and the 6 months for him, right? Oh, child, big tickle. So let's ask about disappointment, but with void and that being your wife on the table, it's giving like lavender. Is that the word they use? Marriage or arrangement, right? Agreement, right? Did he send her? Did he call BOL on her spirit? Give me energy around that. Did he call the police on his? He called. Did he drop the down for her to be picked up on the side of the highway? We finna ask her immediately, but I just want to ask him, and I want to see about that co-worker. We finna ask. Oh wow, he got several, so let's keep it. Yeah, he did. He definitely called their ass, baby. And look, this the battle he chose to do. You caused me all this strife and drama, bitch. Look at that page. Yes, he did. In the upright with the chariot. And ain't that what she got locked up in the car on the side of the road, full speed ahead. So there go y'all answer. Allegedly and in our opinion, because bitch, you costing me my legacy, everything I work for, what I put my energy into, right? There it go. Like to hear it go. Who said that in living color? That shit was so funny back in the day. Okay, Tigger, so that we see that's what went on. Let's ask about. Okay, so did he deal with the co-worker? Let's ask. Spirit, please give me one of the please give me out clear and precise messages. Is there they have a love relationship, but they inappropriately dealing with each other? What's the affair going on with Tigger big, Tigger big, Tigger? Here and more. His co-worker, Francesca. Inappropriate. Was any inappropriate dealings with him and the co-worker? Francesca spirit, the energy around that. Hmm. Yeah, that just came out, right? No. No. Look, it answered your questions right here. Queen of Swords in reverse, no. And that's what she was doing, communication, right? But she was accused of, this is about gossip too in reverse, being accused wrongly. And look, Knight of Cups in reverse, no. Three of Coins in, being accused at work. Three of Coins is work. No, that's a no. Okay, so let's ask, what is his preference? What's the spirit? Please give me all clear and precise messages. Correct. What is his preference? Is he into men? Yeah. What is it? Yeah. Men or women? Is he the truly desired man? One of three, spirit. One of three. Energy around Big Tigger. Everything here all alleged. What's his true desires? Huh. Ain't that funny how that popped down? That as I was trying that wish fulfillment, right? That's interesting. Thank you, Spirit. Mm. His true desires. Thank you, Spirit. Mm. Thank you. It's funny because this focal point card I'm going to show y'all, but let me just do these. Look, this is just also confirmation of him. This is what brought this whole thing about. The tower moment, shake up. Because at this point, it's about when the tower comes, it brings shake up for a reason. Because you've been living a certain way for so long, doing this so long, that now it's just time for you to live in your truth. And it's interesting because this Leo eclipse has an Aquarius energy attached to it. And I gotta I'll be coming forth with that for y'all. So that's why it's the Karma Corner show over here, because we're gonna be doing celebrity reads. I'm gonna come with y'all astro and y'all messages, and everything gonna be random, but it's all love. So this is really interesting, right? In a lot of the events and what he's dealing with this, but it's also sudden revelation. And it's funny because he gets this world card again, holding back, but the void isn't fulfilled, right? And the fact of the matter is, he doesn't choose women, unfortunately. Look at that. Look at that magician sitting there with that Knight of Cups in reverse. There go y'all answer. Allegedly, and in my opinion. But it ain't her. And nothing hit this table of sorts. And this is what has brought upon change. And ain't that funny that that's the card he led with, strength in reverse? Magician, the trickster, wearing a mask, not being true to yourself about your true desires. Tigger. Y'all. So let's ask, what's the outcome? He knew this whole time about that woman, right? With this situation with the kid, this just clearly, became an issue because of the outcome of how everything just played out. So let's ask what's to come for him, and then we're gonna ask her energy. And I want to flip the cards. This is crazy, y'all. I ain't expect to see all this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I don't know. Precise messages. What's the come of this? Outcome for Tigger. He also got support from the community of people. Phaedra came forward. You can see that in the messages as well, guys. Wow. This is crazy. See what's to come for him, Spirit. He had to keep his job. Like, will he get reinstated with people coming forward? Ooh. Okay, so we'll let that be last. And these hit first. So I'm gonna take it this way. This went this way. And this went that way. Mm. Okay, so Tigger, you getting the same cards, right? It's a scope on him. It's funny because he got a lot of threes with that three of swords, but in this position, it's about overcoming sorrow, right? He ain't in no good place either, which who the fuck would be after all this? I mean, this is a lot, and it's still a lot unfolding with this story, right? It's a lot of conflict right now for him ahead. He trying to put out a lot of spitfires. He embarrassed too on a lot of levels. Let's talk about it. This is a situation that he doing everything he can behind the scenes, you know, putting out these spitfires in regards to this situation with him. And that Three of Swords is heartbreak for him, you know, on a level, but not so much because you're still coming in with the Knight of Cups, because that's the mask. You're not living in your truth. And that also has brought a lot of conflict and chaos to your life, right? Three of Swords in reverse in the energy too is still, it's an agreement that you and this lady made that didn't, she got energy with her, so we need to pull her cards, right? But this still gives agreement. And all of this stuff is coming in, and it's just been an energy of just, it's been stressful for him, and he's stressed right now. Let's just keep it a buck, right? He hate the scrutiny, guys. And he hate that the scope is on him. Because this is not, he cares about how he's depicted, his reputation. And this energy has brought, you know, this has caused him, you know, depression and grief on a certain level. It's in the messages, right? And it's funny because the Fool reverse is also an alternative energy. So this is about freedom for him. And he needs to step out and be who he's going to be so he can be happy. Because remember, the cards led with void. A void, right? For not being able to live in your truth. And look, that's a level of depression, even with the Knight of Cups in reverse, right? Still manipulative energy. He got some obsessive energy too in regards to some kinks and things that he could be into. Let's keep it a buck, okay? It's like things will start to shift for him. It's funny because it got the same card where the chaos is happening now, and we ask him what's ahead, and the energy will shift and change. But this is going to be a cycle and amount of time for him. So him coming out of this, it's up to a year from now, honestly. Between now and a year. It's like things can, you know, but it's still a lot of unexpected change and unexpected surprises, which we clearly see is continuing to unravel and unfold. So I know we had an hour now. Let's ask about Elisa. All right, so family, so I cut it off at the end of Tigger's Read 'em because, of course, that's long enough, and it is, oh, honey, that was a lot. Y'all sound off and tell me what the hell y'all really think about it all. So I'm going to go ahead and put part 2 where I started on reading the wife. So make sure y'all catch that because at the end of hers is the messy cards, okay? So just wanted to let y'all know that I did split it. It's too long, so let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all soon. All right? Peace and love. Thanks for watching The Common Corner Show. Peace and love, soul family, and I'll see you guys in the next one.